Celebrity died in 2024 asterisk. Here are the famous people who died in 2024. Asterisk O.J. Simpson, Glynis Johns, Carl Weathers, Chita Rivera, Robert Towne, Donald Sutherland, and Louis Gossett Jr. passed away. Asterisk so did broadcaster Charles Osgood, fashion designer Roberto Cavalli, producer Roger Corman, NBA legend Jerry West, and MLB Hall of Famer Willie Mays. Asterisk with his tattoos, frosted tips, and high energy, Crazy Towne lead singer Shifty Shellshock was the epitome of the late 1990s, early 2000s rap rock front man. Asterisk with that also came a hit song, 1999's Butterfly, which hit No. 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart and was a staple on the radio and MTV's Total Request Live. Asterisk by 2003, the band had disbanded, and despite an attempt to reunite a few years later, Crazy Towne was relegated to one-hit wonder status. Asterisk Shifty Shellshock, whose real name is Seth Binzer, appeared on the first season of VH1's Celebrity Rehab in 2007 and the spin-off Celebrity Rehab Presents Sober House a few years later. Asterisk Binzer died at his home in Los Angeles on June 24 from an accidental drug overdose, according to his manager. Asterisk Carman was a rock ballad king whose songs still get constant play to this day. Asterisk All By Myself was a hit in the mid-1970s. It became an even bigger hit when Celine Dion did her own rendition in 1996. Asterisk, the Grammy-nominated Almost Paradise, from the soundtrack to the hit 1984 movie Footloose, became a staple at school dances and weddings. Asterisk Carman repeated the feat when his song Hungry Eyes showed up on the soundtrack for the 1987 classic Dirty Dancing. Asterisk Carman's death was announced on his website on March 12, stating he passed away in his sleep over the weekend. No cause was given. Asterisk, the Italian fashion designer was known for his flamboyant designs and game-changing innovations. Asterisk Cavalli's use of leopard prints, beginning in the 1970s, became one of his trademarks. His revolutionary method of printing leather and patchwork denim was beloved by everyone from Madonna to Gwyneth Paltrow. Asterisk Cavalli died on April 12. No cause of death was given. Asterisk, from playing the concerned manager opposite Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard to the kind-hearted coach in Air Bud, Bill Cobb's ability to play the voice of reason in his roles made him a memorable character actor for decades. Asterisk Cobb's other titles include The Color of Money, New Jack City, The Hudsucker Proxy, Demolition Man, and Night at the Museum. Asterisk Dabney Coleman became a captivating scene stealer in the 1980s thanks to his gruff demeanor and booming voice. Whether he was playing the mean boss opposite Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin in 1980's 9 to 5, or the nasty TV producer in Tootsie, or chasing Matthew Broderick in War Games, Coleman had a talent for playing the heel. Asterisk, the Emmy winner most recently starred in the HBO hit series Boardwalk Empire from 2011 to 2014 and a 2019 episode of Yellowstone. Asterisk, as the wife of Francis Ford Coppola, Eleanor had to navigate the stress and complexities of living with one of the greatest directors of all time. Asterisk, she channeled that by filming her husband while he made his landmark 1979 Vietnam movie Apocalypse Now. Asterisk, her documentary, Hearts of Darkness, A Filmmaker's Apocalypse, has gone down as one of the most honest accounts of the making of a movie. Asterisk, to say Roger Corman was the king of B-movies is too simple of a characterization. Asterisk, for decades, Corman made ultra-low-budget genre movies that featured everything from cheesy monsters to crazed bikers. Corman produced titles almost always made a profit, and many of them became proving grounds for the directors and actors who would go on to change Hollywood. Asterisk, after directing the 1967 acid trip Fantasia, the trip, starring Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda, and written by Jack Nicholson, the trio went on to make Easy Rider, which would usher in the new Hollywood era of the 1970s. Asterisk Corman also produced titles directed by then-unknowns like Francis Ford Coppola, James Cameron, and Martin Scorsese before they went on to mainstream studio success. Asterisk Corman died on May 9 at his home in Santa Monica, Calif, surrounded by family members. Asterisk, as one of the original cast members of the Canadian sketch comedy show SCTV in the late 1970s, Joe Flaherty, alongside the likes of John Candy, Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Dave Thomas, Andre Martin, Martin Short, and Rick Moranis, created a brand of comedy that was edgier and more outlandish than their competition, Saturday Night Live. Asterisk, in later decades, Flaherty made scene-stealing appearances as the Western Union worker who gives Marty McFly the 70-year-old letter from Doc Brown in Back to the Future Part 3, and the heckler Donald in Happy Gilmore. Asterisk, he was also a regular on TV through the decades, with roles in Married, With Children, Freaks and Geeks, and The King of Queens. Asterisk, born in Brooklyn, New York, Louis Gossett Jr. made his stage debut at 17. After building his craft on stage through the 1960s, Gossett Jr. made the jump to screen, and in 1977 was cast in the acclaimed miniseries Roots opposite the likes of Ben Vereen, LeVar Burton, and John Amos. He went on to win an Emmy for his performance as Fiddler. Asterisk, he was nominated for 7 more Emmys after that, most recently in 2020 for playing William Reeves in the HBO limited series Watchmen. Asterisk, he made history in 1983 when he won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of the strict drill instructor Emil Foley in An Officer and a Gentleman. It would mark the first time a black actor won the prize in that category. Asterisk, Gossett Jr. went on to star in hit movies and TV shows like The Principal, Toy Soldiers, Iron Eagle, and Boardwalk Empire. Asterisk, Gossett Jr. died on March 29. No cause was given. Asterisk, the legendary director was best known for his eclectic filmography that included the drama In the Heat of the Night, the musical Fiddler of the Roof, and the beloved comedy Moonstruck, all of which garnered him Best Director nominations at the Oscars. Asterisk, the Canadian filmmaker's specialty was getting top-notch performances out of A-list actors like Steve McQueen, The Thomas Crown Affair, and Denzel Washington, The Hurricane. Asterisk, it often led to Oscar glory for his movies and their stars. 12 actors received nominations over his 40-year career, with 5 of his movies earning Best Picture noms. Asterisk, Jewison died on January 20. No cause of death was given. Asterisk, the English actor starred in over 60 films and 30 plays, and is known best for playing Mrs. Banks in the beloved 1964 Disney movie Mary Poppins. Asterisk, legend has it that Johns originally thought she landed the role of Poppins. To let her down easy, Walt Disney made sure that she got to sing a big musical number in the movie. It led to the famous Sister Suffragette sequence. Asterisk, in 1973, John's breathy voice caught the attention of legendary composer Stephen Sondheim, who cast her in the original Broadway production of A Little Night Music. Sondheim wrote Send in the Clowns, the song she performs, with her in mind. Johns would earn a Tony Award for her performance. Asterisk, she was also nominated for an Oscar for her work in The Sundowners, 1960. Asterisk, Johns died on January 4. No cause of death was given. Asterisk, advertisement. Asterisk, Keith became prominent in the 1990s thanks to his hit single, Should Have Been a Cowboy. Asterisk, it would make him one of the decade's top draws in country music. Asterisk, Keith released 19 studio albums, 2 Christmas albums, and dozens of songs that topped the Billboard Hot Country Songs charts in his career. Keith died on February 5 following a bout with stomach cancer. In an era in the 1970s where stand-up comedy could be a path to superstardom, Richard Lewis was one of the biggest acts. Often dressed in black and holding his hand up to his temple, his self-deprecating and neurotic style made him a constant visitor to Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show. By the 1980s, he hit it big on TV, starring opposite Jamie Lee Curtis on the series Anything But Love, which ran for 4 seasons. His movie credits include the Mel Brooks comedy Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Leaving Las Vegas, and John Candy's final role before his death, 1994's Wagons East. Lewis has said death was one of the things that finally got him sober. Lewis introduced himself to a new generation when Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm premiered on HBO in 2000. For 11 seasons, Lewis played a fictional version of himself as one of David's friends. Though he didn't return as a series regular for the series' final season, Season 12, he popped up in a cameo in an episode that aired on February 18. Back in April, Lewis revealed via a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, that he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and would be retiring from stand-up comedy after undergoing 4 surgeries. Lewis died on February 27 of a heart attack in his Los Angeles home. Regarded as one of the greatest baseball players who ever lived, Willie Mays was astounding to watch. He could hit and catch, had speed, and pulled off amazing feats that are still remarkable to this day. One of his most memorable plays happened in Game 1 of the 1954 World Series, which is simply known as the catch. Mays' New York Giants were facing the Cleveland Indians at the Polo Grounds in New York. With the score tied 2-2 in the 8th inning and runners on base, Indians player Vic Wertz hit a towering 420-foot blast to dead center that in today's baseball would be deep in the seats for a home run. But due to the Polo Grounds' massive outfield, it was in play, and Mays used practically all of it to track down the ball on the run with an incredible over-the-shoulder catch, and then threw it into the infield quickly so no runner could score. The Giants went on to win the game in extra innings 5-2 and would go on to win the World Series. Many still regard Mays' catch as one of the greatest moments in baseball history. Mays would go on to play 21 seasons with the Giants before being traded to the New York Mets for the 1972-73 season, which would be his last. He finished his career with 3,293 hits and 660 home runs. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1979. Mays died on June 18. No cause was given. A 1980s icon, Morgan found instant stardom in her film debut, playing the stunning Lacey opposite Chevy Chase in the classic 1980 comedy Caddyshack. 2 years later, she found herself in another iconic work, Disney's Tron, as Dr. Laura Baines in The Real World and Yori, who helps Jeff Bridges after he's sucked into the game world. Morgan once again showed she can shine opposite Hollywood's biggest leading men. Though Morgan worked steadily the rest of her career, including a multi-episode run on the soap opera Falcon Crest, she'll be forever known for her performances in 2 of the biggest movies of the 80s. Morgan's death was first reported on January 6, though she died on December 30, 2023. No cause of death was given. Moll could expertly play self-deprecating or the know-it-all jerk in everything from hit TV shows and movies to commercials. He was known for his roles in movies like Clue and Mr. Mom, and in TV shows like Roseanne as Boss Leon Karp and Arrested Development as Private Detective Gene Parmesan. He was also the voice of Red Roof Inn commercials for many years. Mull died on June 27. No cause was given. The face of CBS Sunday Morning. For over 2 decades, Osgood became a fixture in Americans' homes at the end of every weekend thanks to his wit, calming demeanor, and that bow tie. Osgood had been at CBS since the early 1970s, first as a reporter, then the anchor of the CBS Sunday Night News from 1981 to 1987. From 1987 to 1992, he was often on CBS This Morning. In 1994, he became the face of Sunday Morning, replacing Charles Kuralt. He would go on to earn 2 Daytime Emmys and a Peabody for his work on the show. He ended his run 2016, passing the reins to Jane Pauley. Osgood died on January 23 after suffering from dementia. Perdomo was a rising star in Hollywood, having starred in Netflix's reboot Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and The Boys spin-off Gen V. The British-American actor died on March 30 as a result of a motorcycle accident, his publicist confirmed. A professional surfer, appeared on screen in 2002's Blue Crush and 2011's Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Perry died on June 23 after being attacked by a shark while surfing off the island of Oahu in Hawaii, according to the Associated Press. He was brought to shore by paramedics and pronounced dead at the scene. Advertisement. Rivera was a Broadway legend who originated some of the stage's most memorable characters, including Anita in West Side Story, Velma Kelly in Chicago, and Rose in Bye Bye Birdie. She would go on to be nominated for 10 Tony Awards and win twice. With Broadway credits spanning 7 decades, Rivera's singing and dancing shaped generations of performers. Rivera died on January 30 following a brief illness. Former First Lady Michelle Obama's mother, Marion Robinson, was often described as the matriarch of the White House during the Obama administration, but the Chicago-born daughter of 7 never felt quite at home on Pennsylvania Avenue, according to her family. The trappings and glamour of the White House were never a great fit for Marion Robinson. A statement from former President Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and other family members said, "Just show me how to work the washing machine, and I'm good," she'd say. Robinson's death was announced on May 31. A cause and place of death was not revealed. O.J. Simpson had a life of high highs and low lows. Finding fame initially on the football field, he became one of the greatest running backs ever to play in the NFL in the 1970s. He had an MVP season in 1973 when he set a single-season rushing record and was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame in 1985 after his retirement. He was set to live out his days as a hero and grow even more famous thanks to endorsements, movie roles, and broadcasting. But all of that changed in June of 1994 after his ex-wife Nicole and her friend Ron Goldman were found stabbed to death outside her condo. Days later, Simpson, who was a person of interest in the murders, led Los Angeles police on a slow-speed chase in his Ford Bronco, finally giving up when he got back to his home. Simpson's televised trial for the deaths of Nicole and Goldman a year later became one of the biggest spectacles in modern-day American history. Simpson was acquitted of the murders, was found guilty in civil court in 1997. The story of Simpson's incredible rise and fall still fascinates people to this day. The 2016 ESPN docuseries O.J., Made in America won an Oscar and Emmy, and Ryan Murphy's 2016 scripted series, The People vs. O.J., American Crime Story, won 8 Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globes. Soul found instant fame in the mid-1970s, playing Detective Kenneth Hutch Hutchinson, one half of the hit crime solvers in Starsky and Hutch. Before hitting it big on the show, Soul was a folk singer through the 1960s, opening for the likes of Frank Zappa and the Byrds. At one time he even sang, while his face was covered with a mask, calling himself a covered man. After Starsky and Hutch, Soul went back to music and scored the No. 1 single on the Billboard Hot 100 with Don't Give Up on Us. Soul also made appearances on shows like Star Trek, Gunsmoke, the Clint Eastwood movie Magnum Force, and a miniseries adaptation of the Stephen King novel Salem's Lot. Soul died on January 4. No cause of death was given. In 2004, an unknown documentary filmmaker arrived in Park City, Utah, for the Sundance Film Festival. Overnight, his life was changed because he made a movie about eating McDonald's. If there's one thing Morgan Spurlock knew how to do, it was get people's attention. With a big personality and an unusual idea, Spurlock changed the way we look at fast food when he made Super Size Me, a documentary in which he ate nothing but McDonald's for a full month to stomach-churning effect. The documentary earned an Oscar nomination and became a box office sensation. Weeks after its release in theaters, McDonald's discontinued its supersized portions. Spurlock used that success to become one of the stars in the documentary medium, which was growing in popularity in the early 2000s. He would go on to direct and produce dozens of documentaries for the big screen and TV, focused on everything from Osama bin Laden to One Direction. His legacy would be tarnished in late 2017, at the height of the #MeToo movement, when Spurlock confessed to multiple acts of sexual misconduct in his past. Spurlock died on May 23 due to complications related to cancer. Donald Sutherland had the incredible talent to be the life of the party in one performance or a wallflower in the next. Needed dark and disturbing presence for a role, he's your guy. Or he could do a wisecracking know-it-all character. What we're trying to say is whatever the role, Sutherland could pull it off. And he did it so well that he delivered some of the most memorable roles ever put on screen over the last 6 decades. Playing a Nazi-killing grunt in The Dirty Dozen, 1967, creating one of the greatest screen duos ever opposite Elliot Gould in M*S*H, 1970, acting as a laid-back professor in Animal House, 1978, delivering one of the best surprise endings ever in a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1978. He could do it all. He was both the man who knew the truth behind the Kennedy assassination in JFK, 1991, and the villain in the Hunger Games franchise, 2013 to 2015. He was a fixture in our lives over generations. Sutherland died on June 20 in Miami following a long illness. Towne is regarded as one of the greatest screenwriters who ever lived thanks to his contributions during the New Hollywood era of the 1970s. Known best for penning the acclaimed script for Roman Polanski's 1974 classic noir Chinatown, which earned Towne his only Oscar win. He was also Oscar-nominated for The Last Detail, 1973, Shampoo, 1975, and Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, 1984. For the latter, Towne famously removed his name from the credits and replaced it with the nom de plume Pete Fuzak, which was later revealed to be the name of his sheepdog. Towne's other credits include Tom Cruise movies like Days of Thunder, 1990, The Firm, 1993, and the first 2 Mission Impossible movies from 1996 and 2000. He also was a prolific script doctor an uncredited but paid position in which the screenwriter helps punch up a movie. Classics like Bonnie and Clyde, The Godfather, and Marathon Man all received tweaks from Towne. Towne died on July 1. No cause of death was given. Wactor was best known for his role as Brando Corbin on the soap General Hospital. He appeared in more than 160 episodes during his 2 seasons on the series before leaving in 2022. His resume included guest roles on Westworld, The OA, Station 19, Siberia, Agent X, Fantastic, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Girl, Training Day, Criminal Minds, Struggling Servers, Age Appropriate, NCIS, The Passenger, and Barbie Rehab. He also starred in the 2016 Mario Van Peebles-directed movie U.S. Indianapolis, Men of Courage, alongside Nicolas Cage, Tom Sizemore, and Thomas Jane. His family confirmed that Wactor was shot and killed on May 25 in Los Angeles during a robbery. You may not know the name, but you definitely know this face. Character actor M. Emmett Walsh showed up in more than 150 movies over his career, many of which have gone on to become classics: Blade Runner, Blood Simple, Slapshot, Fletch, The Jerk, Back to School, My Best Friend's Wedding, and Knives Out. He also has appeared in many popular TV shows over the decades, including Home Improvement, The X-Files, and Frasier. Walsh died on March 19. No cause was given. Thanks to his bravado and astounding physique, Weathers found fame when he was cast as heavyweight champion Apollo Creed in 1976 Rocky. The following years and decades brought more memorable roles, whether he was sizing up biceps with Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1987's Predator, or trying to teach Adam Sandler how to play golf in 1996's Happy Gilmore. Most recently, he played Greef Karga in the Star Wars series The Mandalorian. Along with appearing in front of the camera, he also showcased his talents behind it, directing multiple episodes. You can give several examples to show just how great a basketball player Jerry West was. He won an NBA title and Olympic gold medal, and is the only player on the losing team of an NBA Finals to be named MVP. But there's one that overshadows all of these accomplishments. He was the logo. That's right. The actual NBA logo is a silhouette of Jerry West dribbling a basketball. Known for his tenacious play and ability to score in the clutch, West was one of the stars in the NBA before its enormous popularity in the 1970s, when players like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and later Michael Jordan became household names.